What is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. Well, guys, the Indiana Pacers have been in Paris for their last two matchups against the San Antonio Spurs. The Pacers emerged Saturday victorious after a very uninspired effort a few days ago. And it's kind of crazy. The Pacers a couple days ago lose to the Spurs by 30. And in this game, the Indiana Pacers take care of business. So absolute masterclass from the Pacers today, and a kind of back and forth game for a while in this one for Indiana. Indiana started off a lot better than they did a couple days ago, and they really started to get it going a little bit, right? They got to a hot start and really got up by a lot there to start the first half. And actually the Pacers up by 17 points at one point, and San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama, they started making this comeback. Pacers, like I said, were up by 17, and San Antonio stormed all the way back, took the lead in the third quarter, had a 27-11 advantage there, and then Indiana answered right back on their own run as well. They went on a 19-6 run after surrendering that lead to, make it another double-digit lead there. And then Indiana from there on really took care of business, in that third quarter, when the Spurs started, keeping it close, brought it back, and it was very close. Indiana all of a sudden went insane and outscored the Spurs 56-18. To win by a wide margin, over 30 points in the victory today. And Indiana gets back to their winning ways. And, Rick Carlisle said it after the game, a much better performance. I'll say that, and then some, compared to what it was a couple days ago. So, yeah, great game by Indiana there. And when you kind of look at it overall for the Pacers in this game, so Tyrese Haliburton was the star of this game. He finished with 28 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 11 of 17 shooting, and 6 of 9 from the three-point line. So definitely had a strong performance there. He was plus 15. Pascal Siakam had another strong day, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 10 of 18 shooting, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. And then when you look at some other guys that scored for Indiana, Nembhard had 15, 8, and 9. Turner had 14, 2, and 2. And then Benedict Mathurin had 13, 3, and 1. So all the starters, in double digits here. That's definitely a good sign. And, Indiana had a lot of guys score 10-plus points in this game. They had all 5 of their starters. They had 2 guys off the bench. That would be T.J. McConnell and Thomas Bryant, who scored. And then you also had Aaron Nesmith, who scored 9. You had Obi Toppin, who scored 7. Jarris Walker, who scored 3. And Johnny Furphy, who scored 2. And so the big thing for Indiana, when you kind of look at it, is a lot of people have been wondering, where's Jarris Walker been? He only played in 5 minutes today and scored 3 points, and I think made the most of his opportunity. And a lot of people have been clamoring for giving more of these minutes to Jarris Walker over Ben Sheppard. Like I said, Ben Sheppard at 18 minutes today really did not have a good performance at all. He was 0 of 3 shooting, had 0 points. So, yeah, Indiana's going to have to figure that out. But, overall on the whole, Indiana, even though, they blew that lead, they were able to build off of that and go on even a bigger run. So, yeah, a little up and down there for Indiana. And we obviously knew how Indiana really struggled a couple days ago to defend. And it really felt like Indiana, for good portions of this game, really outside of that run, they played excellent defense today. They played a lot better than they played on Thursday. So when you look at it overall, Indiana shot 52%. They held San Antonio to only 41%. So that's definitely an improvement on what it was a couple days ago. 3-point line, Indiana 44%. San Antonio only 34%. Indiana hit way more efficient on their free throws. They hit 93% of their free throws, whereas San Antonio only hit on 68%. Indiana also took care of the basketball a lot better than San Antonio. They had 12 less turnovers in this game. So that's definitely a great thing. And a big thing also was the rebounds. The Pacers, when they typically keep it close or win the rebounds game, they're typically going to win. And obviously, due to Thomas Bryant doing some work, Miles Turner as well, and some other guys doing some work in the rebound game, and Pascal Siakam, obviously, as well. He had 11. So Indiana overall, guys, it was a lot more of an inspired performance. It definitely felt like the Pacers, they played really strong in Thursday's game in that first half. In the second half, they really collapsed, right? They never felt like they could get their identity on defense. And so credit to them. They figured it out. They took a couple days, and they got their defense back. And really in the month of January, guys, the Pacers defense has been playing a lot better. And this is what we have seen from them. So a very uncharacteristic defensive performance from them a couple days ago, but they definitely responded well in this game. Even though, yes, San Antonio got hot at times, Indiana was able to weather that storm and really close it out very strongly as well. So that's definitely positive. And it's been really good to see Indiana's defense this year, even the month of January and moving forward. I mean, it's been leaps and bounds better than it's been. So great to see them, figure it out after not having a great performance. You'll have those games. You'll have those games you want to forget on defense. And Indiana certainly had one of those a couple nights ago, and they responded well. They took care of business when they needed to, and they got back to their winning ways. So that's definitely great news there for the Pacers, and they improved to 25-20 on the season. So still right in the middle of the thick of things. And yeah, going to be interesting, guys. Crazy thing is the Spurs only scored 12 points in that fourth quarter. Only 12. Every other quarter, they scored 24 or more, and they only scored 12. They scored half of their second lowest scoring quarter, which is crazy. So yeah, guys, great, strong performance by Indiana today. And, it's never easy to play, away from home and especially, out of your country. So, yeah, even though San Antonio is not a great team right now, they still got some players, some young guys that definitely gave Indiana some fits at times. But Indiana was able to hold strong when they needed to. So definitely a lot better performance, like I said, from the Pacers today. So really excited to see that they were able to get back. And, when you have 7 guys in double figures, that's pretty good. You'll take that, right? That's a really all-around team sort of thing. I want to go back to Tyrese Haliburton really fast. So Tyrese scored 14 points over a 2-minute, 10-second stretch in the third quarter. That is the most points by any player in franchise history during that span in the last 28 years. So that's definitely some special stuff there by Tyrese Haliburton. Also, the Indiana Pacers, I forgot to mention, scored their season high in points, 136. So a massive win there by Indiana, 38-point victory for them. Definitely a strong performance after losing by 30 only a couple days ago to this same Spurs team. So, yeah, guys, overall, strong performance for Indiana. That's definitely the bounce back that they needed to get back into the swing of things. So, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. But, guys, that'll do it for this one. Pacers are victorious in their second straight matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. Guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you are in the loop when we drop fresh content just like this. But, guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, guys, go Pacers.